How you doing, David? This is Najee from Cigar Talk. Congratulations on your victory tonight. You fought a bunch of elite opponents, throughout your career, between, Caleb Plant and Andre, and of course now Morrell. Can you talk about where he ranks just as far as difficulty, between your past opponents?
He is harder than everybody I faced. He's obviously because he's 175, so he's a good fighter. But I think just my experience alone, I've seen so much different styles. I've seen Caleb Plant, Demetrius Andre, Bosick, Anthony Durrell.
The boxing world is buzzing with reactions to the electrifying clash between David Benavidez and David Morrell. Here are the most shocking responses. Before the fight, boxers and analysts weighed in with their predictions. Ricardo Celis, anchor for Pro Box, anticipated an all-out war, with both fighters pressing forward. He gave Benavidez a slight edge, citing his experience and sharp jab, but warned that Morrell's resilience and counterattacks made him a dangerous threat. Celis expected Morrell to feel the weight of Benavidez's relentless power as the fight progressed, potentially tipping the scales in favor of the Mexican monster. Tris Dixon of Boxing Scene was equally hyped, calling Benavidez versus Morrell a fight almost too good to be true. He acknowledged the lingering doubts. Was it too soon for Morrell? Too risky for Benavidez? But ultimately believed the timing was perfect. With both fighters bringing skill, ambition, and knockout power, Dixon predicted an all-action brawl that had fans on edge. One aspect that particularly intrigued Dixon was the bad blood between the two. He hoped the tension would explode into a fast-paced, aggressive start, setting the stage for a breathless war. While he expected Benavidez to face adversity, possibly even hitting the canvas, he believed Benavidez's relentless volume punching and sheer willpower would carry him to victory. In Dixon's eyes, this was a battle of attrition, where endurance and grit would decide the winner.
I've been getting ready extremely hard for this moment. I've trained extremely hard, and now we're ready. Now we're coming with all energy, not like this pussy right here. Peace and love. What was all that that you were talking about back then? Look, now this guy's nervous. I'm gonna beat the out of you, and I hope you don't have no excuses, because you look scared as right now. To be honest, you can smile, you do all you want, but watch. When you step into that ring this Saturday, that's El Monstruo's world, and you're gonna see exactly what the made of.
A Spatch of East News shared the excitement, calling it one of the biggest fights of the year. His connection to Benavidez runs deep. He recalled watching him train with Manny Pacquiao at just 11 years old, witnessing firsthand the rise of a future powerhouse. For Spatch, this was more than just a fight. It was a true clash of elite warriors. Yet he leaned toward Benavidez, predicting a late stoppage that T.O. Spatch. This matchup was pure must-see TV, a non-stop thriller where neither fighter would take a step back. Even though he favored Benavidez to get the finish, he knew Morrell wouldn't go down without a fight, making this an edge-of-your-seat showdown with the potential to steal the spotlight as one of the year's greatest battles. Meanwhile, in a pre-fight interview, David Benavidez made his intentions clear. He wasn't just looking to defeat Morrell. He was aiming to lure Canelo Alvarez into a blockbuster showdown at 175 pounds. His plan? Deliver a statement victory that would make the boxing world demand the fight.
I really don't like anybody who I fight, and it just takes a little bit of trash talk to really get me set off. But he's been talking a lot. He's been calling me out for 2 years, So it's basically, I'm gonna shut this guy up. No, I'm not. I'm a professional. I've been doing this. I've been professional 11 years. I have way more experience. The fight that didn't let my emotions get to me was Caleb Plant, but you learn from experience, and I intend to using my experience to the best of my advantage. This fight, we're going to do different stuff. We're going to be throwing combinations off the bat, and as soon as I let my combinations go, you see that the best David Benavidez it gets seen. So I'm not looking for one shot. Like I said, I'm going to punish this dude, and I'm going to punish him on every angle. Body shots, head shots, uppercuts, whatever it is, I'm going to punish him.
David Benavidez remains confident that a showdown with Canelo Alvarez is inevitable, despite widespread belief that he had finally given up on the fight. I always knew they'd ask for it, and now the demand is bigger than ever, Benavidez told All the Smoke. He pointed out the massive buzz surrounding the potential clash, emphasizing that Alvarez had already been offered $70 million before negotiations even started. Benavidez revealed that Canelo's team once floated a $5 million offer to test his willingness, expecting him to turn it down. Asterisk, they thought I'd say no, that the fight was worth way more. But I called their bluff, accepted, and never heard back, asterisk, he said. He believes Canelo is avoiding the fight, choosing instead to face less dangerous opponents for hefty paydays. Asterisk, if he fights me, he makes triple what he's making now. So, make it make sense, asterisk, Benavidez added. While Canelo has shown little interest in facing Benavidez, the Mexican monster is still determined to make the fight happen. His plan? Take down David Morrell in dominant fashion, then move up to 175 pounds to become undisputed. He even floated the idea of a catchweight bout at 172, hoping to lure Canelo into the biggest fight in boxing. It could be the highest-paying fight in the sport, Benavidez claimed, citing Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk's record-breaking purses. However, skeptics question whether Canelo would ever agree, especially given the significant weight disadvantage he would face. Having already struggled against Edgar Berlanga under similar circumstances, it seems unlikely Alvarez would risk it. Trainer Jose Benavidez Sr. believes Caleb Plant is a tougher challenge than David Morrell and questions why Morrell's team made this fight so soon. I think they made a big mistake putting him in with David, he told Mill City Boxing, noting that Benavidez is stronger, more mature, and at his physical peak despite his reservations. Morrell has been calling for this fight since 2022. Yet it took years to materialize. Many believe Team Benavidez had their own hesitations, delaying the fight until now. With both men finally stepping into the ring, fans can expect fireworks, two undefeated warriors. One fight that could define the future of the super middleweight division. David Benavidez, the relentless Mexican monster, takes on David Morrell, the slick Cuban technician with knockout power. This isn't just a fight, it's a collision of styles, egos, and legacies. Who truly deserves to be the biggest threat at 168? Benavidez is a nightmare for anyone who steps in the ring with him. His high-volume, non-stop aggression makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing today. He throws punches in bunches, suffocating his opponents with pressure until they break. At 6 feet 2 inches with an 80-inch reach, he fights like a heavyweight but moves like a middleweight. His durability is unmatched, never dropped, never stopped. Once he gets you on the ropes, there's almost no escape. Morrell may have only 10 pro fights, but his skills are undeniable. A southpaw with elite footwork, defensive awareness, and one-punch knockout power. He represents the new generation of Cuban boxing. 9 knockouts in 10 fights prove that he's not just a technician, he's a finisher. His sharp counters, superior movement, and ability to dictate range make him one of the slickest fighters in the division. But can he handle Benavidez's relentless assault? Benavidez must cut off the ring, overwhelm Morrell with pressure, and break him down with volume punching. Morrell needs to stay disciplined, use footwork and counters to frustrate Benavidez, and capitalize on defensive mistakes. A war of styles. Power versus precision. Pressure versus patience. A fight that could change everything at 168. Who wins? Drop your predictions. What do you think about the outcome? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and check out our other videos for the latest boxing updates.